Kelly, you're at the midway point of fall camp. Are you where you want to be in terms of what you're seeing from the special teams and your linebackers?
I would say definitely. Just going through special teams, I think great returner and Adam Hine still trying to solidify who he got at punt returner, but I think, Eric Takanaka has been a guy that's been consistent, Micah Hanneman, and then there are some other guys in there fighting. Mitch Jurgens has been a guy. And so talking in the return game, I think we're going to be really good there. With the punters, Johnny Linehan's coming in, and just as the camp's gone on, he keeps getting better and better. So super excited about that. And then Rhett Allman is just right there, pushing him along the way. So the competition there, we're really excited about. Nobody's, kind of feeling like it's their spot and relaxing. And so it's good to have competition at that position. I think we have two guys right there that in the future are going to be really, really good punters for BYU. And then with the kicking game, having Trevor back, excited about that. And then Matt Foley's a really good long snapper that over time is needing to get bigger and stronger and run better and all that. But as a freshman, can really zing the ball. So as long as we, keep those guys healthy, I think we have a really good core of special teams players.
How would you assess your outside linebackers so far?
Yeah, I think we started off slow. Fred, I thought, struggled at the beginning, and as camp has gone on, he's gotten I think he's felt more comfortable. He's gotten more confident with his injury. I think he was a little tentative at the beginning with his back and his wrist, and now I think as we've gone on, I feel like he has played better, has made more plays, and his leadership, I think, is one thing that he's a vocal guy, and so it's helped our team, and I think our leaders of our team are doing way better than they've done over the past 5 years, and which makes me feel like we are farther along than we've been over the past 5 years at this point during fall camp.
Harvey Long, he said he wanted to be one of the vocal leaders, straight up. Like, I want to be that guy. Is he emerging as the guy in the linebacker?
I would say Harvey is the main guy. That is the vocal leader of that group. But Manoa Pakula has been a guy that has stood out to me because he's always kind of been a soft-spoken, kind of stand to the back. But now that he's a senior, I think he sees that this is now his team. And with him and Harvey and Bronson, I think we have a great core of senior leadership that are really taking hold of this defense and saying, hey, if this is what we accomplish, then this is what we need to do. And I think there's been some hard things that they've had to do, but I think those three guys have done a great job of keeping everybody together and making sure that this thing continues to go forward instead of taking any steps back.
Who do you have penciled in as your starters at the Sam and Will, and who are the backups?
The pencilers, man, I would say Fred right now would be our Sam. And then a guy that's really come in, surprisingly, Scott Huntsman, come in as a walk-on from Texas, and right now would be our second Sam, and has done a great job. Is going to be a really good player. I think Cougar fans of the future are going to be super excited that we got this guy as a walk-on, and if he keeps going and progressing the way, then he'll eventually earn a scholarship. Then from there, I would say at the will position with Jeremiah and Cy, we're really solid, and then we got some other guys that are fighting for position, some playing time with Lene and Tyler Cook and Sione when he gets back, but we got a great core of outside backers, and linebackers in general, and I think there's some of those guys can go in and play inside backer as well. So, I think really as a group and a whole group, this is the best group we've had in a long time. Now, as outside backers, they have a ways to go to those Kyle Van Noy, Lonnie Fua, Spencer Hadley combination that we had, but. Excited about the whole group in general and think that they're going to be really good players.
When you look at solidifying a roster, at this point, do you want to have guys kind of in their positions, or do you like that there is raging competition going until you absolutely have to begin preparation for Nebraska?
Yeah, so next week, I would say by next Wednesday, right before we get our prep into Nebraska, the competition is going to be alive and it's going to be going. But by that time, there's really not any more time for that. You got to get the guys reps that need reps that are going to be in the game, and there's no more time messing around with the 3s or the 4s and seeing if they can outplay a 2 or a 1. And so they're going to have plenty of chances to do that up until next Wednesday, and then next Wednesday we'll be set. Guys that are out of the 2 deep will unfortunately be probably on the scout team, and that's a tough deal and tough conversation to have, but that's just how this thing goes, and it's a competitive team sport, and they understand it, but I feel like any of those guys really could step in and do a great job for us.
All right, Kelly, bring the energy to Studio B next time, huh?
Will do, guys.